Facebook, what's up? Oh my God, YouTube, Twitch, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the one and only, the Big Time Show podcast. That is on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and of course on Saturdays at 3 p.m., which obviously means this is my time. And whether you guys know it or not, I don't do it often and I should, but I am on Instagram as well right now as we speak. So for those that have Instagram accounts and want to join in on the party on Instagram, just go find the Big Time Show on Instagram. The Big Time Show on Instagram, and you're going to see this same picture that you're seeing now, except I have that on my iPad. I do not have it on my Restream, but I am here. What is going on? Hello to, I see my sister is here. My sister is on. Hey, Darlita. E. Kush, what's going on? Gary Bryant, my brother. What's going on? Miss Ty on Twitch. What's going on? Let's look at Podbean. I got a lot of speaking to do. What's going on? Glenn, how's the little man? He doing fine, man. Of course, he can't come on. Hello, Curry Rosa that was on Instagram. And just as soon as I say that, they're gone. So I don't know if they follow me or not. You know what I'm saying on Instagram. Hello to everybody. But he's doing fine. How you doing, Glenn? How your show doing? Good to see you and good to have you here hanging with the boy one more time. Let me see what's going on here on Restream before I get started. E. Kush, what you say, E. Kush? Yo, Bishop, what you think? Dez a legend or just great? Oh, wow. I'll answer that in a second. But before I answer that, listen, y'all guys know by now the show is being, that music that you heard, of course, our theme is by Alec X Winters. That's on Instagram. Just type in his name. Of course, he's given us permission to use his music, and I appreciate him so much. Go to his page and, of course, follow him. You'll hear some stuff just like that. He's loaded with it. Very young man, great music, and I appreciate him letting me use the music. If you don't mind, for those that are here, come on, share it real quick. We got some things to talk about here. I guess I'll say this. Listen, if you want to become a patron of the show or a premium member, that's how you do it right there. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. Hey, Michael Evans, I see you, man. Go there. You have a decision to make whether to support your boy here in my little podcast here. It's not a requirement. Would be appreciated if you did, and I would be so grateful and be happy about it. If you're on Podbean, you see, if you're listening by your phone or by your computer, there's a button that says become a patron. All you have to do is hit that, make a decision, and support your boy that way, and I would appreciate it. Or on Podbean, you can do the golden beans and the flowers and the hearts, all that kind of stuff. You can send it during the show. It'll be your answer right there. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're ready or not, it's training camp time, which means, ladies and gentlemen, that the official beginning of the 2020-21 season will begin on this coming up week. Training camp begins a little early for us because we have the Hall of Fame game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a few weeks. Just a few weeks, actually. Almost about 2 to 3 weeks, about 2 weeks. Thank you so much, E. Kush, for sharing on YouTube. Thank you. What up, G? G, you out of Facebook jail now, Gary. You said you was in there. I see you on Facebook, so you must be good now. Good to have you back. And for those, listen, I asked this yesterday. Listen, if you have a YouTube account, please go to the Big Time Show channel and just subscribe to it, please. You will help me out tremendously in that. See, that don't even cost you any money. You see what I'm saying? That will help me out tremendous. You just got out at 3. Welcome back to virtual freedom. Gee, I don't know what you said, but welcome back to virtual freedom. It's Facebook real sensitive right now. Yeah, we free. Facebook will jail you if you say the wrong thing. The funny part about that is people will jail you, and it's from their perspective. What makes some people happy makes other people ticked off. And what makes other people ticked off makes some people happy. It's amazing, isn't it? Nobody really on the same page. So, but y'all know me. You just got back in it. Oh, okay. Good, Glenn. Glad you back with your show. Training camp is about to begin, good people. So all this talk we done this whole off season, all these scenarios and all these all these wishes and all of these wants and needs and fantasies and all that kind of stuff is all, a lot of that stuff is about to be cut out now. It's showtime now. The show doesn't really begin for that right now, but it does begin for people like Boss Man Fat, Kelvin Joseph, Quentin Bohanna. It's immediately starting for them the very first day. These guys that are young and hungry, this is now their opportunity to make a mark on the team, and they have to do it balling out from the very get-go. So the season starts now for us. I am optimistic during this time because everybody's 0-0. If this was the Jacksonville Jaguars, I wouldn't be so optimistic because I know we're not going to be great. But with this team here, to make it a long story short, I really don't see an excuse why this team cannot be good, why this team cannot be a serious contender, why this team cannot move, why this team cannot have a winning record. I don't see why this team can, barring injury, I don't see why this team cannot be a playoff football team. And I think that's the goal for everybody. But then there's another level, and that is a Super Bowl contender. And this is where a lot of Cowboy fans kind of go their separate ways. We Cowboy fans, but we got different aspirations. I'm one of those ones that says, barring injury, this team can be a Super Bowl contender. Now, all my little haters that's going to be watching this a little bit later going to be saying, oh, Lord, here we go. Every year, the Cowboys, Super Bowl. Well, I'm sorry. I don't see too much of a better roster. I mean, offensively, I don't care who you call out. The Cowboys are capable of beating anybody in this league. And I ain't talking about this on any given Sunday type mess. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this team has a opportunity to go out and be dominant every single week, barring any major injuries. When I ain't talking about injuries, he gonna be out 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I can deal with that. I'm talking about these injuries that are season-ending, 10, 11-week injuries those type of injuries, barring that, I don't see a reason why this team cannot go completely off this year. I see Brother Gary said 12-5. I'm looking at 10 plus wins. I'm serious. I don't see no reason why this team can't do it. I just don't see why. I don't think no defense can stop this offensive team. I just don't. I'm sorry. I believe we can stop ourselves and bad play calling. I can see us stopping ourselves, but just talent-wise, when you add up the offensive line, when you add up the quarterback, the running back, the skill set of the receivers, the addition of Blake Jarwin coming back, we already found out about Schultz. We got a great backup running back in Pollard. We got other receivers other than just the three. I'm sorry. I don't see why this team can't win 10-plus games. I just don't. I don't see it. And I'm not giving them no excuses. None. I said it last year, and then Dak got hurt. Everything go out the window then. All bets off. Dak get hurt. The lineman got hurt. Zach Martin went out. Smith was already hurt. Lyle Collins didn't play. When stuff like that happened, all bets are off, as far as I'm concerned. The year that we had last year should have been expected. I see Buddha saying 11-6. The conscious Kevin Carr saying we got too much talent. I agree. So I think some of you guys are pretty much on my same page. That I don't see why we can't win 10 games this year plus. 10 plus wins this year. Barring injury, 10 plus wins. It's just too much. Kevin Carr, let me put his comment up here because it's just the truth. It's really just the truth. It's not no excuses. Kevin Carr said it best. It's just too much talent. It's way too much talent. It's too much. It's just too much. There's nobody can stop this offense. Who you gonna double? I mean, I'm serious. If you stack the box, you one-on-one with receivers, and this crew will destroy you. You got a quarterback that can light you up. If you play off, then you don't stack the box, then it's Zeke time. Lineman on lineman. You don't stack the box, you don't have that eighth man in the box. Zeke Elliott gonna have a big year. If that's how of course, this is where Kellen Moore come into play, of course. If he calls right plays, you can't do nothing. It's almost like the 90s Cowboys. I ain't saying we're as good as that. I'm saying from a defensive coordinator perspective, you really had to pick your poison. You had to pick your poison. Are we going to stop Emmett? Are we going to double Michael Irvin? Are we going to single with Alvin Harper? Are you going to single Jay Novacek? Pick your poison. If you double one side, okay, CD will destroy you. Michael Gallup should have a big year if you double Cooper. If you double Lamb, then you singling up Amari Cooper. You singling up Gallup. Help me somebody. I don't see how you can stop this team. I'm just saying. And I'm not giving no excuses. So therefore, all my Dak lovers, I'm telling y'all right now before the season gets started, because y'all know me, I'm not scared. I stand alone. When Dak Prescott play bad, I'm going to let y'all know about it. I don't care nothing about y'all talking about, here's my quarterback. He's my quarterback, Dak. No, if you play bad, I'm going to tell you. If he play great, I'm going to tell you that. Zeke Elliott, a lot of they're going to be on Kellen Moore, but if Zeke not right, I say it. I ain't gonna be giving y'all fantasy island on this show. If they're playing horrible, I'm gonna say it. And let me say this: just because I say it, don't mean I'm not a Cowboy fan. So you got to give all these precautions and all these speeches up front. People will try to take away your stock and act like you're not a Cowboy fan if you talk about your team in a negative type way. Ain't nobody taking my stock. Nobody. I let it be known. I don't care who you are. I'm a Cowboy fan. Therefore, I reserve the right to talk about my team the way I see fit. Let me tell you this going into the season, why I also think that this year is going to be different. It's really like this, y'all. Thank y'all for saying disclaimer. It was in my head. I just couldn't transfer it to my mouth. I couldn't think of the word. That's right, disclaimers. Thank you, Conscious and Gary. Listen to this. The reason why I think it's going to be different is because so many people on this team have extra motivation from day one. What's up, Cedric Scott? What's up, man? Glad you joined me. I'm telling y'all from the beginning, those on Podbean, Glenn, the Dallas Cowboys this year, there are a lot of guys that have not chips on their shoulders. Some of these guys got bricks and blocks on their shoulders. Do y'all hear me? There's a lot of guys on this team that have been doubted. There are some guys on this team that have a lot to prove. There's a lot of guys on this team that are literally ticked off based off what happened last year. And then some of these guys are hungry. Y'all have seen some of the stuff in a weekly recap. Dak Prescott was already ready to go. Do you understand? But Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott is one of these guys you ain't got to worry about the motivation. He already is ready to prove himself. And I see you guys putting some guys who think they ought to be ready to go. I'm ready too, Freddie. Freddie, I'm ready to go. It's showtime now. Time for hiding over with. Dak Prescott is already ready to go. He's ready to play. He hate what happened last year. But when you throw in this ESPN top quarterback mess that we saw this week, and the disrespect, in my opinion, of where they had him ranked, I've seen some more lists that had him even lower. And you talking about a guy who just had 1 year in Josh Allen? And you have him ranked above Dak as if he's really done something? You got a guy, Matthew Stafford, who's played dang near 12, 13 years in the league, ain't never won nothing. And you got Dak 2 or 3 spots behind him. Boy ain't never won nothing. Matthew Stafford ain't done nothing. And Dak see that? Oh, yeah. It's time. It's time to go. I saw that. Let's start with him. Ezekiel Elliott? Oh, my God. ESPN had him ranked the 7th best running back in the league. Had some guys, legitimate guys up there, not taking away from them, but 7th ranked. Huh? Oh, that 7th. Just the number ought to have Ezekiel already ready to go. Just saying he number 7. That's enough for him. He don't need nothing else. We got Cowboy fans today that are down on Ezekiel Elliott. My only thing with Ezekiel Elliott is this. His whole production lies in the hand of Kellen Moore. Because Kellen Moore don't believe in running the ball. I done told y'all this I'm tired of saying the same thing. Y'all check the stats out. He don't give him the ball enough. So, his stats are always going to be a little off as far as I'm concerned. Because Kellen Moore don't believe if you give him the ball, you're going to see something. But you got to give it to him. All right? Let me say this. Then, this week, I see they rank the ESPN top wide receivers individually. Let me just go on, because y'all saw it. I ain't got to explain it to you. Amari Cooper is not even, forget the top 10. Amari Cooper wasn't even an honorable mention. They had about 6 guys on the list that was mentioned as honorable mention which means they didn't make the top 10. Amari Cooper wasn't even on the list at all. What? What? Amari Cooper not even honorable mention? A guy who demands a double team every play, either by a linebacker shading him or a safety over the top, and can't even get an honorable mention? What? 1,000-yard receiver with 4 quarterbacks last year and can't even get an honorable mention? Forget top 10. Oh, yeah, we motivated this year. We motivated. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. What? LVE. Oh, my God. He might just be the most motivated person on the team this year. Contract year. Everybody say he can't stay on the field. I mean, good Lord. What else do you need to see? There's an actual bet in Cowboy land saying what week he gonna get hurt. I saw that in a post earlier this week, saying he ain't gonna make it past week 5. Huh? Motivation is everywhere. D-Law ought to be motivated this year, just based off what Cowboy fans say about him. I am. I'm one of those ones who think that he done got over. I told y'all I'm not fake. I tell y'all like it is. We ain't got for what he's getting paid and the production that he has given us since he got paid. It is totally like a seesaw. One up, one that's up is the what he got paid. The production is the lower part. It's horrible. Now, we all know that he's an all-around defensive end. He is great against the run. He does apply pressure, but pressure don't get you $20 million a year in salary. Putting quarterbacks on their butt is what gets you $20 million a year. He getting paid like he's one of the big dogs. I need to see some production from him. That's my stance. Of course, I just lost some of y'all because y'all love D-Law, but y'all just don't want to tell the truth about it. That's all. I mean, I ain't scared to say it. I tell y'all like it is. I need to see something from D-Law. He gonna be motivated. Okay? Every linebacker this year is gonna be motivated because you got a kid in Michael Parsons that's gonna be vying to take their job. Do you see what I'm saying? That go for Jalen Smith. That go for LVE. And some folks talking about Neal is gonna be the other linebacker and all that kind of look. Michael Parsons will be breathing down one of those guys' necks very quickly. And it's probably going to be LVE. Because of LVE, let's just be honest, okay? If LVE can stay healthy, let's just go ahead and be honest, he's going to be one of the top tacklers in the whole league. Do y'all understand what I just said? Because when he was healthy that first year, do y'all realize, y'all have to look it up now, do y'all know that LVE was voted an all-pro? I ain't say Pro Bowl. No. LVE, when he was healthy, was voted an all-pro. Do y'all understand what that means? That means he's one of the top 4 or 5 best linebackers in the whole league. That was his rookie year. So let's not act like LVE can't play. If he's on the field, look out. Okay? It's really just that simple. LVE, if he can stay on the field, he's going to want big money. We're not going to pay him. Michael Parsons will flip, the linebacker spot is just about already covered. We got some motivated guys this year. Okay? Let me go ahead and say about it. I'm coming to the comments. I see all y'all. I'm sorry. I'm coming to it. The secondary fight is going to be actually that, a fight. That's going to be, to me, in my opinion, the most watched stuff this year, to me. Because that second cornerback spot, in my opinion, is wide open. Diggs will be starting on one end. I believe that we'll probably start out, as much as y'all don't like it, But I think that Anthony Brown will be our second corner. Jay Lou will be our nickel corner. And until one of the young guys step up, then I think that they will take over where Anthony Brown is. But starting off, I believe Anthony Brown is going to start maybe the first 4 weeks maybe. I believe it. But I believe that the door is open if somebody go ahead and let's go to work. That's where a lot of y'all think Boss Man Fat gonna come into play. Nashawn Wright. I believe those are two names that everybody talking about. I believe they got a good chance to make a real impression because they're gonna get a lot of chance to play in the preseason. I believe that. I believe that the second, it's gonna be a fight. I believe that the best thing that's gonna happen to our cornerbacks this year. Don't underestimate this, y'all. Look, those young guys are going to be going against Cooper, Lamb, Gallup, Cedric Wilson, Noah Brown, the kid from Stanford this year. These guys, those cornerbacks are going to get tested every single day. They're going to make their impression in practice. We ain't going to be able to see that. Hard Knocks ain't going to show all that. That's what they're going to make their impression. They're going against what I'll give ESPN credit for this. I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but they said that the Cowboys had the number 3 best wide receiver group in the league. The 3rd best. That's pretty high, obviously, and that's pretty good. And it could be argued that they shouldn't be in the probably number 1, period. To be honest with you. But that's high ranking. So you get those guys out there in practice every day. You're going to see some real battling going on in practice. So when the game comes, you know, those guys will be battle tested and ready. They'll be going against those wide receivers. They'll be going against a top 10 quarterback in the league. I'd say 10. I don't believe he's number 10. I'm just putting it there. Just be on the safe side. You'll be going against a great offensive line. I mean, it ain't going to get too much better. You're going against one of the top 2 or 3 offenses in the league. You see what I'm saying? So these cornerbacks will find out. That's one spot we're going to find out real quick who can play and who can't play. Is the cornerback position. We're going to find that out real quick. Real quick. I'm talking about within the first 2 days. We're going to find out real quick who can cover and who can't. When them guys get into those 7-on-7 or 11-on-11s, hey, we'll know who can play before the first Hall of Fame game. We'll know. We will know before we play the Steelers in the Hall of Fame game. The first impression will already be made. I'm looking at Gary. Gary says the only receiving core I feel can rival us is Tampa. Yeah. And it won't be because of numbers. It'll be because of the threat. See, one thing about when you play Tom Brady as your quarterback, your numbers actually are going to go down. If you're a 1,000-yard receiver and you get Tom Brady as your quarterback, chances are you're not. If you're a 1,200 a year yard wide receiver, chances are you're going to probably end up right around close to 1,000 because Tom Brady believes in spreading the ball out, but in actuality, he really loves throwing the ball in the seams. He really never been known for a guy throwing the ball down the field, outside, except when he had Randy Moss. Other than that, he throws short. He throws the Edelman and Gronk. That's all he did. Now, of course, he won many a Super Bowl because of that, but he don't. So, but based off the threat, Gary, of who those guys are, then yeah, I agree with you. When you talk about Mike Evans, Goodwin, the young kids, what's his name, Miller, Scotty Miller, Lord have mercy, Antonio Brown. Then you throw in the tight ends. Then you throw Gronk, and let's not forget O.J. Howard didn't play last year because he was hurt. O.J. is back this year. My God. Cameron Brate is the other tight end. And then, of course, as you can see, there's never, thank you, Kevin, you already on the same page. There's never been a quarterback to throw the running backs like, what's up, West Coast in the house. There's never been a quarterback to throw the running backs like Brady has over the years, the running backs. So he's not a quarterback to push down the field, but based off the threat of what these guys are capable of, then I agree with you. Tampa may have maybe the only threat that can challenge our wide receivers as a core. That's it. But it's not like they're going to have the numbers to prove it. You see what I'm saying? Dak going to throw that ball down the field. Brady not. Brady going to throw it up the seam. He going to throw swing passes and bubble screens and screen passes and, little stuff like that. He'll throw to his slot receiver. That's how Edelman got his big name. That Scotty Miller kid from Tampa. He'll have a big year. Antonio Brown will line up in the slot, and that's Brady. But he can't compare to Dak. What Dak do? Dak gonna push the ball down the field. So I agree with you on that. Only thing I'm gonna say is that from the cornerback position, we are gonna find out very quickly who can play and who can't play, based off of who they're gonna be going against every day in practice. Look, once Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Gallup get through with our cornerbacks, I mean, we playing Pittsburgh. I mean, who Pittsburgh got? Juju? I mean, come on, man. That's a drop off. Yeah, I'm serious. If you can hold Amari Cooper, if you can battle with him, you can battle with Juju Schuster, whatever his name is. You see what I'm saying? If you can deal with CeeDee Lamb, then you can deal with James Washington from Pittsburgh. I mean, you're going against probably two guys that's going to have a legitimate chance to make the Pro Bowl this year, and Cooper and Lamb, a legitimate chance. We're going to find out quick. So I'm looking forward to the cornerback battle. I'm looking forward to that. I love the disrespect that the Dallas Cowboys are getting right now, because everybody going to have a chip on their shoulder. I'm going to go and tell y'all now. I ain't a big advocate of fighting your teammates, but I'm expecting some fights this year because it's going to be intense. Thank you, Gary. Claypool can play. I like him. I like Claypool. I'm just going to say that. I like Chase Claypool. He can play. I ain't just sold on Juju. I ain't saying Juju can't play, but he ain't what he think he is. You see what I'm saying? He found that out sooner than Antonio Brown left. He ain't all lit. I'm expecting some fights this year, man. Y'all, I'm expecting some intense. I'm expecting a lot of whistles blown because there's gonna be some pushing and shoving. These guys on edge coming in. When is the last time our guys been on edge coming into the training camp? When is the last time that we've seen this type of I ain't gonna say animosity. I'm saying this type of where a lot of people have a lot of things to prove. I'm looking forward to this year. I am. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you might be right, Gary. It might go back that far. It's some guys on this team that's real hungry this year. Jalen Smith, I ain't brought him out. Jalen Smith has heard the talk about everybody saying he ain't this, he ain't that. He can't. He got bad angles. He got, what else y'all say about Jalen? He got bad angles. He missed a lot of plays. He heard all that. Have y'all seen Jalen Smith Instagram pictures? Has he ever looked like that? I ain't never seen Jalen Smith look like what he looked like. And just in case y'all ain't seen him, kid look like he in tremendous football shape. They say he's faster than he ever been. I'm telling you, look, these guys motivated, man. I thank you, Gary. Look, have y'all seen Ezekiel Elliott? Thank you, Gary. Have y'all seen him? Ezekiel Elliott didn't look like this at Ohio State. Look, the guys ain't had no time off according, if you remember the press conferences from our coach McCarthy. What did he say? Y'all saw it? The guys have been here in the building, lifting weights. The participation has been unbelievable this year. Sound like to me nobody didn't want to take no vacation this year. We heard Dak was in there every day. Huh? The only vacation Dak done took is with his girlfriend that you probably done seen. You know, that's it. And we just saw something the other day. Dak got these people at his house on the field throwing routes and all. I mean, look, I haven't seen this in a long time. I haven't exactly, Gary. Ain't nobody went to Cabo. Ain't nobody went to Disney World. Nobody went to SeaWorld. Nobody went to Space Mountain. Nobody didn't go overseas. Nobody went nowhere. Nobody. I don't know what I don't know what's going on, folks. Folks just they on the edge. I love it. Look, ain't exactly, Gary. No, that is. Y'all come on, help me. Nobody went to Six Flags. Gary saying nobody went to Six Flags. Nobody. Nobody ain't got in trouble. Can you believe it? Look, we all need to pause right now. Everybody just clap your hands so far. Training camp started a couple days. Look, we ain't heard nobody get in trouble. I mean, exactly. See, E. Kush right here. See, this one you know you're a Cowboy fan. Y'all look what E. Kush said. E. Kush said, I'm still trying to figure out how we gonna screw it up. Things are too perfect right now. Where's the catch? See, that come from a Cowboy fan that every year something goes wrong. What's up, Boo-Too? Oh, man, my old high school football classmate, Boo-Too. Antonio Miller Sr., what's up, man? Look, if you're a Cowboy fan, you already know every year somebody done stole something. Somebody done stole some underwear like the kid did years ago, stole some cologne. Somebody done got a domestic violence charge. Somebody got a DUI. Somebody done got into a fight. Somebody done cussed somebody out. Somebody done cussed out a grandmother on the side. Somebody done got a charge. Somebody done went to jail. Well, ain't none of this done went on this year. I'm shocked. I am. Look. Here's the whole drama this year. Here's the whole drama of this year so far. The whole drama. Look, I thought I forgot one, but let me throw this in. Ain't nobody got no marijuana charge. Hallelujah to that. Because if they did, we'll be in trouble. I mean, because we already know most of the guys smoke. We already know that. We know about Randy Gregory. If you don't know nothing about, well, let me just stop because I ain't gonna accuse because I don't know. It's just certain things you can tell if somebody smoke weed. You know, you can look at some people's lips and you can tell if they smoke weed or not. You know, I'm just saying. There's a lot of guys on our team that got purple lips. That's all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of guys on our team that got purple. I ain't gonna call no names. Y'all should know some of them, okay? I ain't gonna even say nothing. That's all I got to say. Okay? We ain't heard nothing. Here's the only drama that I done heard this year. This when you know you're having a good off season. The only problem I heard was this, and it was a speculation. Where they said, is Boss Man fat in the studio, rapping instead of studying play? That's the only drama I heard. And that was pure speculation. That's the only thing I heard this year. I ain't hear nothing else. Everybody wondered if Boss Man Fat love rap more than he love football. And if that's all you got to worry about so far, please understand you had a very, very great offseason. The only other thing that we had, it was football related. For the first time, everything drama that we had was football related. Like, why didn't we sign this free agent? Why did we draft him? Did we draft him too high? That's football related. That's all we done heard. When we drafted Deshaun Wright, they said, we drafted him too early. We could have got him later on. That's the only drama I done heard this offseason. I ain't heard nothing from Jerry Jones at all. Where's Jerry? Is anybody seen him? I saw a picture. He was on his yacht somewhere out of the country. I ain't heard nothing from Jerry Jones. Nobody interviewed it. I ain't seen Jerry. They ain't asking about the NFL as a whole. You know, league competition rules and stuff like that. I ain't heard nothing from Jerry. Where's Jerry? I done heard more from Steven than I heard from Jerry Jones. I mean, I'm saying I don't remember off season like this. That tells me that guys are focused. That tells me that we may be in for something that we just ain't seen before. I already done told y'all. Okay? I already done told y'all. Then I know we're a little scared. I know some of y'all scared. Cause it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're gonna raise the banner up and they're gonna celebrate their Super Bowl championship on their Thursday night. I understand it's Tom Brady. I understand it's Gronk. I understand the defense that they have. I understand that. I get it. There's an expectation that Tampa Bay is going to be good. I understand it. But I'm already on record, y'all. We going to Tampa Bay, we're going to hit somebody in their mouth. I ain't giving this team no excuse. I believe we're going to knock Tampa Bay block off. I'm already on record. Now, of course, let's see who lined up for week one. Please, Lord, let us survive training camp without no major injury. But I'm expecting us to hit them in their mouth. I believe with the pass rush that we got, I believe we're going to punish Tom Brady. We're going to get to him. I believe it. I don't care nothing about Tampa. I don't care about the Lombardi trophy being there. I don't care if they have another parade. I don't care if everybody in the stadium touched the trophy. I don't care nothing about the banner that's going to be raised up in the air and hanging from the ceiling or hanging from the stadium. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about Tom Brady coming out the locker room this pregame. Richard talking about, let's go. All that I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about Antonio Brown. I don't care nothing about old man Grunt. He old. He ain't Grunt from New England. He old. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about Mike Evans. I don't care. Fournette, whoever else they call out. Ronald Jones, we're going to hit him in the mouth. I'm serious. I really believe we're going to upset Tampa Bay on week 1. I do. Now, everybody, of course, going to think I'm crazy for saying that, but we're going to bust him in his mouth. I ain't counting preseason. And for those Cowboy fans that are not really in tune, and look, preseason, you're not going to see Dak Prescott. There's no way the Cowboys are going to take a chance and put him out there. If they do, it'll be for one series. And that's probably going to be the third preseason game or whatever. When the starters get out there. Dak Prescott will not play preseason. Ezekiel Elliott will not play in the preseason. Amari Cooper, with his foot, everybody talking about his foot, don't be surprised if you don't see Amari Cooper in the preseason. I'm just saying, a lot of this stuff we ain't going to see but game 1. Huh? E-Kush, I get you. Bowles is a great coach. If y'all see E-Kush comment, Tampa Bay defense is without a doubt legit. We know that. I don't care nothing about that. Well, Gary, you may be right. You may be right. A lot of our, let's just go ahead and say it. A lot of our stars won't be playing until we see Tampa Bay. And for some of them, I can't blame them. Tyron Smith, I agree. No, sir. No, sir. That go for, hey, you might well throw Lyle Collins in. He coming off a hip surgery. Now, he may get hey. We ain't going to find out till week 1. So, a lot of guys are going to get a lot of their work in practice. We won't get to see a lot of that. Hard Knocks is not going to show a lot of that. We definitely won't see it in practice because we don't have access to practice unless you going up there. You know what I'm saying? I know a few guys are going to be up there in training camp. Boss Cowboys, West Coast, Law Nation, those guys will be there for some of the practices. They'll be there. But that's where you're going to see a lot of this stuff happen. We're going to find out about our young players coming up. Because not only will they get to practice, but they will be playing in preseason. The kid from Stanford, the wide receiver that we drafted, Boss Man Fat, Nashawn Wright, all these guys are going to be able, OC, Bohannon, all these guys are going to be practicing, plus they're going to play the preseason. Cox, all these guys that we talking about, we going to find out with them. You ain't going to have to wonder. You going to get to see it. We're going to find out. I saw this comment earlier, and I want to go on to it. This wasn't part of my notes. But E-Kush, one of the faithful guys of the show, asked it right at the beginning. And I don't know why you asked this question, but I'm going to go to it. He asked me this question here. I'm all the way back at the beginning. He could have said that. Is Dez Bryant a legend or just great? First of all, well, before I get to that, Michael Evans said this, that Blake Jarwin shouldn't play. And when you see Blake Jarwin just coming off an ACL injury, I almost support that too. So I mean, a lot of look, nobody would get no game tape on these guys. But let's go back to this right here, because I don't know where that came from. But he asked, okay, Gary asked, and I said, does he deserve to be in the Ring of Honor? There's your answer. Here are the facts. Here are the facts. No other Cowboy wide receiver has as many touchdowns as he has in a Cowboy uniform. And based off that, look at the teams that Dez played on, which weren't very good. Okay? Compared to, of course, Michael Irvin and Drew Pearson. And the reason why I brought them up because those guys got rings on their finger. So we can't say they didn't play on a great team. They won Super Bowl. So, and it was a different game also back then. So I think we got to be fair with that. Dez in Cowboy land, let me just say that. In Cowboy land, Dez is considered a great player in Cowboy land. NFL wise, he's not. In Cowboy land, it's almost kind of like Jay Novacek, and I may be a little bit off with that, but that's somewhat of a good comparison. In Cowboy land, Jay Novacek, hey mom, my mama on here, hey mama. In Cowboy land, Jay Novacek was a great Cowboy tight end. NFL wise, even though he went to a lot of Pro Bowls, but he's not really regarded as a great tight end in the NFL eyes. You see what I'm saying? Dez is a great player. Now, does he belong in the Ring of Honor? See, in my opinion, really don't count. If I got to wonder about you, that means you probably don't belong there. See, when I say Jason Witten, no question. See what I'm saying? And you know that based off what he did. See what I'm saying? See, when I say Tony Romo, I still got a few questions. I'm just saying. I know Romo got a lot of records, and I understand that, but in Cowboy, he's another one. In Cowboy land, Tony Romo is revered. NFL eyes, though, some like him, some don't. See what I'm saying? In Cowboy land, these guys that y'all talking about are legit. I don't know about Dez in the Ring of Honor. I just don't. I'm not saying he should be, but I'm not saying he shouldn't be, but Dez was different. He was a special player when he was not injured. When he was healthy, he was a very dangerous guy on that field, no doubt about it. The heart can't be questioned. The intensity can't be questioned. His body just didn't hang up for him. It just didn't hold on for him. But when he was healthy, he put the numbers up. He put the touchdowns up. You can't deny that. It's in the record book. That's all that I can say. Was he great? At times. Was he consistently great? No. Was he consistently good? Yes. When he got hurt and played hurt, was he good? Not really. That's just my opinion. Y'all may see something different, but I love Dez. He was worthy of wearing the number 88 jersey. No question about it. He was a dangerous football player. Great. He had some great moments. Let's just say it like that. He had some great moments. But just because you had great moments don't mean you're great. You just had some great moments. That's what I feel about it. So y'all may think differently. It don't bother me. It is what it is. There was one more thing that I need to talk about real quick. About the off season. About what I saw. I talked about this slightly yesterday because some of you guys are still crying and begging and wishing and hoping and crying. I'm glad some of y'all are on here. We talked about it yesterday. Let me tell y'all this. All you guys, E-Kush, you already know where I'm going. All you guys is talking about Richard Sherman coming to Dallas. Y'all need to just go on, get it up, put it to bed. And here's the funny thing. It don't have anything to do with football. Football-wise, it makes perfect sense. You got a guy who played under Dan Quinn's system, who knows the game, knows the defense, makes sense. The knowledge that he has, it makes sense. What he could teach our younger guys in that system, it makes perfect sense. Player coach. Plus Sherman still has some gas in the tank. He would make our defense better. No question. Just by him being there. For instance, if he was on the team, please understand, as old as he is, I mean, he's really not old, but I guess 33 years old playing corner is considered to be old. But let me just show you this. I'm going to tell you now, Mike. Tell him now. What if we lined up against Tampa Bay and Tom Brady see Anthony Brown on one side and Diggs on the other? Tom Brady really don't care who he going to. But please understand, if Diggs was on one side and a person like Richard Sherman was on the other side, Tom Brady would raise his eyebrow a little bit because that's Richard Sherman. You have to respect Richard Sherman. We ain't talking about no crackerjack cornerback. We talking about a guy that's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. All of that makes sense, but that's not the reason why he won't be a Cowboy. That's not the reason why. Everything I just told you makes sense. Somebody may say, okay, if all that makes sense, why you don't think you're going to be no Cowboy? What about if somebody get injured? I'm telling y'all right now, if somebody on our team get injured, Richard Sherman will not even be on our list for doing it. And somebody going to tell me, y'all, you crazy. No, I'm not. Let me tell y'all why. Richard Sherman will not be a Cowboy. Number one, do y'all remember when all the social justice stuff was going on? Do y'all remember what Richard Sherman said about Jerry Jones? Some of y'all don't remember. I'll inform you. He said that they running a plantation over there in Dallas. He was talking about Jerry Jones. That's number one. That's not the most important, though. Number two, do you guys know that, and please, somebody will say, well, we don't want him anyway because he's trying to knock doors down. If Richard Sherman would have just knocked on the door and said, good evening, how you doing? He still wouldn't be on the list. Forget that video you saw. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Here's number two. Here's number two. Most importantly, do you guys realize that Richard Sherman is the Players Association's vice president? Do y'all know what that means? I don't know who the president is. I didn't look it up. But Richard Sherman is the vice president of the Players Association. What does the Players Association and its reps do? That means they are the middleman for the players as they go against what owners want, what owners need, what they want. Their job is to go and tell the owners what the players want. This is what we want, and we're not accepting your stuff. Can you imagine the vice president of the Players Association on the Dallas Cowboy team? And Jerry Jones is the owner? Are you crazy? Do you guys remember the social justice stances that Richard Sherman is taking in opposed to some of the stances that Jerry Jones is taking? Do you really believe that Jerry Jones, I told y'all they ain't about football. Do you really think that Jerry Jones wants that type of guy on his team? Oh, there ain't no way. Ain't no way, y'all. Can you imagine? Look, let's play a game. I said this yesterday. Let's play a game. Now keep in mind how outspoken Jerry Jones is, okay? Then think about how outspoken Richard Sherman is. Let's play a game. Let's play a game and act as if something happens that the whole country sees. You know, unfortunately for us, it's a lot of black men that get killed by police, and people got video cameras and all that. It's almost kind of like the George Floyd incident. Everybody saw it. Can you imagine the cameras and the microphones in front of Richard Sherman's face? Because they're going to ask. And Richard Sherman says what he said because he don't hold nothing back. And Sherman says this about about his social justice stance. Now imagine 5 minutes later, they're going to Jerry Jones and ask him about what Richard Sherman said. Can you, and knowing how Jerry Jones is in his previous stances about Colin Kaepernick and kneeling and all that kind of stuff, can you imagine the battle that will go on right there? Jerry Jones ain't gonna have Richard Sherman on his team, y'all. No. I don't care if we lose 3 cornerbacks. That won't even be thought of. Huh? That's really common sense. So it ain't got nothing to do with football. It's got to do with off the field. When it comes to Richard Sherman, Jerry Jones don't want nobody that has some type of power on his team. Richard Sherman has power. He got power because press love to talk to him. Then his position with the Players Association. Jerry Jones don't want that on his team. Jerry Jones and every NFL team has a player representative. Richard Sherman, because he's the vice president, would automatically become the spokesman for the player. I think Zach Martin is our guy. Zach Martin, I believe, is the guy. Zach Martin wouldn't be the player rep anymore. It'd be Richard Sherman. The guys vote who the player representative is. It would not be Zach Martin anymore. It would be Richard Sherman. You think Jerry Jones would want to deal with that? There's no way. So I said all that to say this. Kill your dreams about Richard Sherman. Please. It don't even make sense. It wouldn't even make sense, y'all. Kill it. It's not going to happen. All right. I'm done now. I got to go. I'm tired now. What y'all say? I'm not saying Dez is a legend, Gary said, but there are plenty of legends without rings. Oh, yeah. Gary, I think Dez, if you lined up 10 people, white or black, and asked, is Dez Bryant a Cowboy legend? I believe at least 7 out of 10 would say yes. Cowboy legend. You know, if you're a Cowboy legend, some people say yes. I believe more people than not would say yes, he is. NFL wise, no. Dez wouldn't even get too many votes for the Hall of Fame. I'm quite sure his name may be on the list, but I don't think Dez would even get close to become a Hall of Fame wide receiver. I don't even think he even getting the ballpark, actually. Oh, I see you, Michael Evans. J.C. Treader. I don't even know who that is. The president of the NFL Player Association, Cleveland Browns center. J.C. Treader. I don't even know who he is. No, he's the president. Richard Sherman is the vice president. Unbelievable. It's crazy, ain't it? Jerry Jones wouldn't allow it. He wouldn't even allow it. Period. All right. Guys, I got something special coming. It is confirmed. Y'all be looking out for the my post on Facebook for the Big Time Show podcast, and I have a very special guest that will be here next Saturday at 3:00. I guarantee you will be interested. Pay attention. That's all thing I'm gonna say. I'll start promoting it. Oh Lord, I got a 49er hater on here. I got a 49er fan. He says T.O. isn't a Cowboy legend. He's a 49er legend. I would agree with you. But T.O. put up numbers with a star on his head. He put up numbers everywhere he went. So if you ask T.O., T.O. went into the Hall of Fame as a 49er. So I'm not even gonna argue with you, Eddie Woods, on that. But we helped him get to the Hall of Fame. Ain't no doubt about that. So the numbers were there when he was with Dallas. There's no question about that. You know something? I just thought about that. Why isn't T.O. considered a Cowboy legend? I mean, I think everybody would agree on this. Listen to this. T.O. is a legend before Dez. Well, I just missed some of y'all up right there. Ooh-wee. Ooh, I just hurt some of y'all feelings on that one. I'm glad everybody done left. We had a little crowd here first. I'm glad everybody left. I just gonna say that. T.O. is more of a legend. I ain't talking about all he did. I'm talking about a Cowboy legend than Dez Bryant is. No, sir, Eddie Woods. You lost your mind right there. You see Eddie Woods, that's where when you make a statement right there, when you say that he's the best wide receiver to ever suit up as a Cowboy, no, sir. No, sir. Michael Irvin is the greatest. Michael Irvin is the best wide receiver that ever wore a Cowboy uniform. Michael Irvin is. No question about that. No question. It's not even a debate. But you're a 49er hater, so you're a 49er fan, so your opinion don't even count anyway. And you're definitely a Cowboy hater, so we're not even recognizing your opinion when it comes to Dallas Cowboys. Y'all forgive me. That's one of my best friends for over, oh my God, almost 30 plus years, who's a bona fide Cowboy hater and a definite 49er lover. So he hate the Cowboys. So you get these crazy statements like you seeing now from him. I don't even recognize it. When he said that T.O. was the best wide receiver for the Cowboys, I stopped listening to him right then. I stopped. He cried over Romo and called Jeff Garcia gay in San Francisco. Yeah, talking about T.O. But wherever T.O. went, he produced. That's all I can say. But I will say this. T.O. was better than Dez Bryant. And I ain't talking about overall body of work. I'm just talking about what he did in Dallas and what T.O. did. Dez, of course, has more touchdowns, but that's overall career. But in that span of time, and if you get Dez's best years when he was, kind of injury free, T.O. was still better. There's some guys, ladies and gentlemen, that some guys should be, retired in some places. It's hard to get into the Ring of Honor in Dallas, especially when only one man is the voting board. Jerry Jones is the judge and the jury and the executioner of who gets into the Ring of Honor. But I will say this, forget T.O. I'm still trying to figure out why Deion Sanders is not in the Ring of Honor. Why is Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor? I know they've had, personal problems, but come on now. There's nowhere in the world you can put Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Darren Woodson into the Ring of Honor and not have the coach that coached them there. If you got Tom Landry in the Ring of Honor, and rightfully so, he should be there, then my God, Jimmy Johnson has definitely got to be in there. And it's a shame that Jimmy Johnson is going to the Hall of Fame first and still hadn't been recognized by the team that he coached. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. I don't know why Jimmy Johnson. I don't know what Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones need to let back on be back on. Put that man where you rightfully belong, in the Ring of Honor. I don't know why Deion Sanders is not there. I don't get that. I don't understand why Deion Sanders is not in the Ring of Honor. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I don't know what Jerry Jones' criteria is, but two guys is definitely two guys, it's some guy that's just supposed to be there. No question. Deion, if Darren Woodson is in the Ring of Honor, come on, y'all. I know Darren got 3 rings. I get that. But when you look what Deion did in Dallas those 5-6 years, oh my goodness. Come on now. I don't get that. So Jerry Jones is kind of funny. There'll be people that say Dez is supposed to be there. Somebody put in, Witten and Romo definitely would be in there. No question. No question. But Jason Witten is not even a discussion. Jason Witten is going to be in the Ring of Honor, and he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So when you're a first ballot Hall of Famer, it's a shame that you even have to wait for the team to recognize. Jason Witten will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he will be in the Ring of Honor. Romo should be in the Ring of Honor. He should be. I even say that. Yes, he should be. And some will even say it'll be a little argument that he should even be in the Hall of Fame. I personally don't think he'll get there. But Eddie said Tony Hill and Bob Hayes. Tony Hill really didn't do nothing, Eddie. Bob Hayes, it was a different game back then. That's the only thing I'm going to say about Bob Hayes. It was a different game. They're not going to have the numbers that some of these guys have, obviously today. But Bob Hayes was not considered the best wide receiver on the team when he played. Tony Hill definitely wasn't the best wide receiver on the team when he played, because Drew Pearson was. So matter of fact, is Drew Pearson in the Ring of Honor? I'm just thinking about this. Is Drew Pearson there? I know Staubach is there, without a doubt, but it's Drew Pearson, who's going into the Hall of Fame, finally, But is Drew Pearson in the Ring of Honor? If he not, he should be. Let me look this up real quick because Jerry Jones got a lot of work to do. Let me see if he in there. He is in the Ring of Honor. He is. Drew Pearson is in the Ring of Honor. I'm looking it up right now. Drew Pearson, this is 2000. Drew Pearson has been in there. Y'all forgive me for being ragged. Drew Pearson went in 2011. So I was just about to say, Pearson belongs there. Pearson belongs there. Should have been in. Obviously somebody finally got it. Drew Pearson's supposed to be there. Tony Hill was a number 2 wide receiver, and he didn't really have no gigantic numbers. Guys like that. But Deion Sanders and Jimmy Johnson, my God, come on now. Good Lord of mercy. Come on. Come on now. Deion Sanders and Jimmy Johnson should be in there. Should be in the Ring of Honor. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. No doubt. It shouldn't even be a discussion. So I don't know what Jerry Jones' criteria is. Only he knows that. I don't know if you got to be a lifelong Cowboy. I don't know if you got to be, have X amount of years to be in consideration. I don't know what it is. But those two guys, I don't care how many years it was, they supposed to be there. They supposed to be in there. But this is Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones obviously holds grudges. We know that with Jimmy Johnson, so that could be the reason why. Guys, get ready. Training camp is here. It's showtime, y'all. We done talk all season long. We done guessed. We done analyzed. We done overanalyzed. We done got mad at each other. We were almost cussing each other out. We were frustrated. There was no football. We done talked bad to each other. We done made up. We done all this stuff. Now it's football time. We ain't got to go at each other no more. We can point the finger where it belongs. And that's the team now. It's time. It's showtime now. All this offseason talk. Michael Parsons, Dak got his money. We ain't got to cry about that no more. That's a done deal now. We ain't got to argue about that. Now Dak got to go in and show us. He got to do it now. Zeke Elliott seemed to be in the best shape of his life. It's showtime. We supposedly got one of the better receivers, receiving corps in the league. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We will not have the 31st ranked defense in the league this year. Let's go. Let's go. We wonder what Randy Gregory would be like to have him all year. We ain't got to worry about that. Let's go. We get him from the start. This will be the earliest that we ever seen Randy Gregory play. Ever. He always was in trouble. Was smoking weed. This is the first time we'll get him the whole, starting off. Let's go. Let's go. Jalen Smith looked like good Lord of mercy, CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Smith looked like somebody done drew them. Like they got drawn, like somebody just carved them out of the mountain. Them guys is there any body fat anywhere? They look great, in shape. Look like they're ready to roll today. Let's see. It's time now. It's time. Hard knocks. All it. Look, it's time. We can't run now. We'll be playing our first preseason game the first week in August. What's that? 2 weeks from now? Oh my! Oh shoot! It's time. It's time to go to work now. My question is, as y'all see on the title, do you believe? I know we got reason to be skeptics. I know there's room for skepticism. It's us. It's the Cowboys. So I'm on record. I'm expecting a big year this year. I'm expecting it. I ain't giving the guy no excuses. I'll let you know when it's time for me to, y'all gonna say this and that. I'll let you know from me about at least my opinion when I say, okay, I'm about to back off a little bit. I backed off last year because, no Dak. I mean, Ben DiNucci was not going to carry us. I knew Andy Dalton was going to. See, Gary, see that? We cut Rashard Robinson. See that? It's already starting, y'all. It's already starting. They were unfair to Rashard Robinson. So you making me talk some more, Gary. They're unfair to him. They switched positions on him. I mean, first he came in as a corner, then you moved him to safety. He ain't never played safety. Not too much. Then say, we're going to move you back to corner. I mean, my God, come on now. Get a man a chance. But we should have known we knew some cornerback would get cut because it's too many, especially with the draft that we drafted. I mean, the guys that we drafted, you knew somebody wasn't going to make it. I was surprised Robinson is gone. But then again, there's some things, Gary, that we just don't see. Like practice, for instance. Even though Rashard Robinson was on the practice squad last year, those guys saw him in practice last year. They saw what he could do and what he couldn't do. We don't know that. We never just saw him in the game, so we really don't know nothing. But they saw him in practice. The cut could have been legitimate. Do I like it? No, but it could be legitimate. They got far more game tape. Oh, not Reggie Robinson, Rashard Robinson. Man, I don't know why I'm thinking Reggie. Oh, my God. You messed me up there, Gary. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. Well, everything I just said, erase it. Everything I just said, erase it. Rewind on my mind. Erase. Delete. Where's Moose? Moose is, you talking about Daryl Johnston, Michael Evans? Moose is revered in Cowboy land. Moose is a Cowboy legend, but would never be a Ring of Honor guy, would never be, whatever. But here's the thing about Moose. Moose was a Pro Bowl fullback for about 5 years in a row. Emmitt Smith will tell you he's a Cowboy legend. Moose was a great football player for us. It's just that fullbacks don't get no credit. Jared will give Jimmy's induction speech. Yeah, I think he's going to be his presenter, if I'm not mistaken. Which makes it even worse. You're going to present him at the Hall of Fame, but you won't present him for the Ring of Honor. That just makes no sense. I mean, the more y'all keep throwing information, the more sense it just don't make. It just does not make any sense that he's not in the Ring of Honor. It just don't make any sense to me. Other than they got personal issues and that's well documented and all that kind of stuff. It just don't make sense. Put that man where he belongs. Put that man where he belongs. He belongs in the Ring of Honor. Ain't no question about that. Yeah. I see you, Gary. But here's the funny part. Jimmy, you just don't get up on the microphone and start talking. The guys that are the presenters of the guys going into the Hall of Fame, the people that's going in, they ask who is going to be your presenter. So Jimmy Johnson said, I want Jerry Jones to do it. So I ain't going to punch him in the face, but evidently they must have got it together. But I know they have, but still, it's still no excuse for why this man is not in the Ring of Honor. It just don't make any sense at all. I'm offended by it, actually. Matter of fact, I know my little voice is a 1 in a million, but I'm going to tweet the Cowboys and say exactly what I just said. It makes no sense for Jimmy Jones to be in the Hall of Fame this year and not be in the ring honor. It just don't make it. It just it's backwards. It's backwards. It's ignorance, actually, to me. It's pure ignorance. I'm gone, but look. Do y'all believe? I mean, all Cowboy fans, look. Oh, I'm sorry. There was one more disrespect that I got to bring up about Dak Prescott. I don't know if you guys watch, I believe the show name is First Things First. I believe that's what it's called. It's the show that has Marcellus Wiley and H.O., whatever his name is, Acho. And Acho, to make a long story short, gave his reasons why the Dak Prescott should have been lower on the list of the top 10 quarterbacks. But his way of doing it was better. I liked it, actually. Let me tell y'all how he did it. He lined up all the guys on the quarterback list. And he said, based off of the list, he did it like a depth chart type thing. So he's saying like this. This is what he did. He said, if you got Dak Prescott and Mahomes on your team, who's starting? He went down the list. And he went, of course, you know. Oh, I ask y'all now. Now you got to be objective. I'll give mine if you give yours. Okay? Let's close out the show with this, because I know this is gonna take a while here. But I the hatred for Dak was just unbelievable. Let's go down the list. If you got Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes, you got those two quarterbacks on your team. Is Patrick Mahomes starting? My answer is yes. Patrick Mahomes is starting over Dak Prescott. I'm gonna do it the way he did it. Everybody agree with that? Come on. This don't mean you ain't a Cowboy fan now. It's just called being honest and keeping it real. If you got Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott on your team, is Patrick Mahomes starting over Dak Prescott? I believe majority of you are gonna say yes. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. I got one. Gary saying that. Okay, thank you, Gary. I'm doing the way Ocho did. Ocho said number 2. If you got Aaron Rodgers and Dak Prescott on your team, is Aaron Rodgers your starter? I say yes. Aaron Rodgers is my starter over Dak Prescott. Everybody agree with me. I think most people would say yes. Come on. I'm looking. Come on. I got to see somebody. Michael Evans said not by much. Okay, Gary, but he is starting though, Mike, over Dak Prescott. Okay, Gary says yes. Okay, thank you. So this way he did it. Number 3 was Tom Brady. If you got Tom Brady and Dak, this is how he judged it. If you got Tom Brady and Dak Prescott on your team, is Tom Brady your starter over Dak Prescott? My answer is yes. What do y'all got to say? Now, this don't take away our Cowboy card, y'all. Don't be scared. I'm a Cowboy fan. Everybody know that I'm saying if I had the choice, if they was on my team, Tom Brady is my starter at 44, 45 years old over Dak Prescott. Gary says no. Gary, why? I'm not saying you wrong. Okay. Eric he could say it's no too. I can see why you say you've never been a fan of Brady's gameplay. Gary, you say no. Why you say no? I'm not pinpointing you. I just like to know why you say Dak would start over Tom Brady if this was your team. Why would you make Tom Brady your backup quarterback? That's what I want to know. E. Could say you never been a fan of Brady's gameplay. The only pushback E. Could to your statement is this. He got too much jewelry on his fingers to say his gameplay was bad. he got 7 rings. I mean, that's his gameplay brought him 7 rings. And I know that he had a good defense, and I know he had Belichick. But last year he had Belichick. He just won the Super Bowl again. So his gameplay has produced 7 rings. So I can't. No other quarterback did it. All right. So let's move on. Number 4 was Russell Wilson. H.O. said that if Brady, if he's saying that if Dak and Russell Wilson on the team, he said Russell Wilson is his starter. I say, thank you, Gary, because I was about to kill H.O.'s statement with a lot of stuff you just said right there. Russell Wilson and Dak, I will say not by much, but Russell is my starter. Not by a lot, but Russell is my starter. Okay? Mike Evans said no. He could say yes, Russell Wilson is your starter, okay? Number 5 was Josh Allen. Yes. Okay, Russell Wilson. He gives a triple yes for Russell Wilson. Josh Allen and Dak Prescott on the same team. H.O. said Josh Allen is his starter. I say no. I say Dak Prescott is my starter over Josh Allen. Here's my reason. Josh Allen had 1 good year, and that's because Stephon Diggs was there. Before then, Josh Allen ain't done nothing. We had 1 good year. Dak Prescott has done more than had 1 good year. And 1 year, you can't tell me that Josh Allen rank is above Josh Allen. I think everybody that I'm looking at agree with me on this one. So that's I didn't like the disrespect. I'm quite sure Dak has seen this too. There's another reason why he ought to be fired up. I just keep moving. Number 6 is Matthew Stafford. H.O. said that if you got Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott on the same team, Matthew Stafford is his starter. I say, I want to cuss right there, but I ain't going to cuss. Just imagine the word that I'm going to use before I say the word no. No. No way. No. Matthew Stafford ain't done nothing. Don't care about no arm strength. I mean, this is what he said. I'm serious. This is what H.O. said. I mean, he gets worse, y'all. Everybody said no. Okay, I ain't got to expound on it. Of course, Dak was ranked number 7. Number 8 was Lamar Jackson. H.O. said if you got Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson on the same team, Lamar Jackson is his starter. Dak Prescott will be a number 2 quarterback. And I would say Dak Prescott is my starter over Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is, without a doubt, is a great athlete. He's a better runner than Dak Prescott. I give you that. But other than that, that's it. He can't throw the ball down the field. That's it. Lamar. I'm serious. This is what H.O. said. Check this one out. Number 9 is Justin Herbert, a rookie from last year. And H.O. said if you had the choice between Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott, guess who he said would be his starter? You know it. Justin Herbert. I almost fell out the chair. How you crazy? But that's what he said. I ain't got to ask y'all. I already know the answer about Justin Herbert. I already know. Y'all ain't got to put it up. I already know. I know who y'all gonna take. Here's to make it even worse, y'all. Number 10 was Kyler Murray. And HO said that if Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray was on the same team, he said Kyler Murray would be his starter. So in other words, y'all, HO said Dak Prescott is not even a top 10 quarterback. I hope Dak saw all this. Matter of fact, can we all do this? What about Drew Brees retirement? What if Drew Brees? Let me say this. That's a good question, Woods, even though Drew gone. See, the reason why HO can't really say nothing like that, what he just did, is because every team does things differently. Like, for instance, Lamar Jackson. If you bring Lamar Jackson to this team, he couldn't do what Dak do with the receivers. Can't throw the ball. See what I'm saying? See, it's really based off of what does your team do? What's your offensive philosophy? You see what I'm saying? I believe somebody like Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes could go anywhere and you'll get the same thing. For instance, watch this. If I put Dak Prescott on Green Bay is going to suffer a little bit because Dak can't do what Aaron Rodgers do. But if I put Aaron Rodgers on the Cowboys team with this weaponry that we have, the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. That's how great Rodgers is. If you give Aaron Rodgers, Ezekiel Elliott, Cooper, Lamb, Gallup, the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. If you put Mahomes on the Cowboys with what we have, the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. But if I put Dak with Kansas City would not be what they are. And that's not against Dak. What it is, it shows the greatness of Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes. Those two guys are just different. Tom Brady, I believe you put Dak on Tom with Tampa Bay becomes even more explosive. And I say that if you put Tom Brady with the Cowboys, yeah, we will win a lot of games based off his experience. But Lamb, Cooper, and Gallup wouldn't have their numbers. Tom Brady don't throw it down the field. But if you put Dak with Mike Evans and Antonio Brown and Scotty Miller, Tampa Bay wouldn't lose too much. They wouldn't lose too much with Dak Prescott there. See, that's where the stuff started getting funny. Same thing with Russell Wilson. You put Seattle, and if Dak and Russell Wilson switch teams, it'll probably be almost the same thing. It would. It would. To answer your question about Breeze was so smart and accurate that even with his arm not being great, especially in the last year, where he couldn't hardly really throw the ball down the field, but he was so smart that you had to respect him. Dak, skill-wise, is better than Drew Brees now, but knowledge and lining guys up and checking out of plays, Brees probably got Dak there because Brees done seen it for 20 years. Guys like Brees and Brady done seen it all. You can't fool them. They know what you're doing when you line up. Dak ain't on that level quite yet. They done seen it all. You know, that's the only thing Brees really had on Dak. It's just that his experience. That's it. Talent-wise, Dak was there. So, but I wanted y'all to see that. And can we all do this? I need all y'all to go to YouTube. Go put HO and put Dak Prescott. Copy that link. And let's send it to Dak's DM on Instagram. Let's do that. Let's send that to Dak. Let's all, if you're on Instagram and you follow Dak Prescott on Instagram, everybody go just type in YouTube. Oh yeah, Mahomes was on a number one. E-Kush. Mahomes was number one quarterback on the list. Everybody go type in ACHO and just put Dak Prescott behind it. And copy that. And let's send it to Dak's DM. I want Dak fired up as possible. I want him to see and hear all of the mess. I want him fired up. I'm gonna do it as soon as we get off here. I just thought about that. If you have an Instagram account and you follow Dak, and if you don't know what Dak is, it's 4Dak. Number 4, DAK. Follow him. Go to YouTube, type in ACHO, and then type in Dak Prescott. It's probably the first thing there. Copy that link. Let's send it to Dak's DM. Everybody send it there. Everybody send it there. Send it to his DM. I want him fired up. I want him fired up. I don't know if even Dak allowed DMs. He probably get 1,000 a day. If that be the case. I don't know if he even check them. I doubt he do, but just send it anyway. If he got Twitter, send it to him. Send it to him. I know he got Twitter. Or send it to his brother. His brother will tell him. What's his brother's name? Tad Prescott. Send it to Tad Prescott. That I know it'll get to him then. Send it to him. I want Dak ticked off. I want him linebacker type ticked off. I want him just ready to just kill somebody. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want guys ticked off this year. I don't want no chips. I want mountains on their shoulders. I don't want no chips on their shoulders. I want mountains. I want everybody ticked off from day one. That's what I want. I want them mad. I want them mad. I want to hear about training camp fights. I want the intensity up. Let everybody get ticked. I want the coaching staff ticked off. I want Dak ticked off. I want the people to get the equipment to the guys ticked off. I want the concession stand people ticked off. I want the people to drive the guys to the practice. I want everybody ticked off. I don't even want the cheerleader to put the uniforms on. I want them just standing there. Don't cheer. Don't even cheer. I don't even want the cheerleader to even get fired up this year. Everybody ticked off. Everybody. I'm serious. I want everybody. I want the trainers ticked. Everybody ticked off. I want the guys so ticked off that when the press asks them questions, they just get up and just walk away. Don't even answer the question. When somebody asks you a question, get mad at the reporter. I want everybody ticked off. Let Jerry smile and do all the marketing and all that, Steven. Let them be all that. I want Mike McCarthy irritated. I want him to say, I don't understand that question. I don't even know why you asked me that. Put the microphone. Look, for the first time, I'm gonna say this. Put the microphone to D-Law. I want D-Law to talk now. Because he always a little irritated. He always on the edge. I want them to put the microphone in his face because I already know he gonna be mad anyway. Let him talk. He'll set the tone. I want Michael Parsons to talk. Because Michael Parsons say, hey, we gonna hit somebody. Michael Parsons already talking. We trying to win the Super Bowl. Michael Parsons, I want all these guys ticked off. Eddie Woods, he's a hater, y'all. Y'all seeing it. He's a hater, so he's a 49er fan. That's one of my best friends in the whole world. Eddie Woods. Matter of fact, since you there, you'll know what I'm saying right now. Are you available? You know what that means, right? Eddie Woods, you available? Put yes or no. Eddie Woods, you available? As soon as I get off this, I'll be ready. You available, Eddie Woods? It don't take that long to type no or yes, son. They don't take that long to type yes or no, son. Are you available? Okay, there you go. I see you. So get ready. Here I come. That's just something in between me and Eddie. We know what we're talking about. Anyway, I want everybody to. Matter of fact, I want y'all ticked off. I want y'all ticked off. All this talk, everybody saying, look, they already done heard it, y'all. They already getting counted out. Everybody saying, oh boy, no, y'all don't want to go to Tampa Bay. Oh my God, the first game, y'all playing Tampa Bay. Oh my God, Brady gonna eat y'all alive. Oh my God, y'all gonna get destroyed. Oh my God, y'all gonna get 40 points put on y'all. Y'all don't stand a chance against Tampa Bay. They're gonna raise the trophy up. They're gonna put the banner up. The fans gonna be there. Oh my God, y'all, if it was somebody else, y'all need to play them. Y'all don't want to see. I hope they listening to all that. I hope they are listening to all that. I'm going to be honest with y'all, even though it don't mean nothing, but since I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, please understand that I'm fired up about the first preseason game. Why? Because it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're a Cowboy fan, I ain't got to say nothing. If it's one or two teams that you know you don't like, forget the division. We don't like the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we don't like the San Francisco 49ers. It's just that simple. I'm fired up about the first preseason game. I hope they get so mad that, well, see, they're some young guys. They don't have the venom that I have for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I see the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform and helmet, and I get ignorant from the start. I don't like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Whether that's preseason, for regular season, playoffs, I don't care nothing about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I need somebody on this team to hate the Steelers just as much as I hate them. And I need them to act like they hate them. I need a tone set from preseason, since that's the first game. Now, we were playing the Denver Broncos, I may say something different. I don't like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't like the San Francisco 49ers. I don't like them. I don't like them more, and I like them less, more. Excuse me, I hate them more than I hate our own division. If you ask me about the Washington, if you ask me about the Giants and the Eagles, I hate the Steelers and the 49ers worse than I hate them. Here come another 49er fan. They're going to miss Ty. Y'all see her? She's a 49er fan. Y'all see her? So my tone is set from the beginning. I don't care if it's backup playing. I don't care if they went and got guys from Kroger. I don't care if they went and got guys from McDonald's to put the Cowboy uniform on. When you see the Steelers and the 49ers, you must knock their head off. I don't like them. That's how I feel about it. Matter of fact, if they ask me to play, as old as I am, 48 years old, and had 3 back surgeries, headed to another one, I would, for one play, just one. I still got one play left in me. I got one play left, just one. I may get carried out on a stretcher, but I got one play left in me. I promise you, if it's the Steelers or the 49ers, I'm going out there. I'm going to get somebody. I'm going to get somebody. Somebody going to get hit. I played defense when I played ball. I got one good hit left. I may not get back up, but it'll be worth it. To see the Steelers, I would love to just punish somebody one last time. I got one more Ray Lewis-like hit. Eddie Woods is my teammate. He'll tell you. I will knock your head off. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, Bishop, this ain't got nothing to do with preaching right now. This ain't got nothing to do with preaching right now. Y'all can holler Bishop all day long. No, I don't care nothing about that. Eddie Woods, Eddie Woods was an all-state football player. Look, no, Miss Ty. This is not Jesus. No, I'm a preacher, but this ain't about preaching. This is about knocking folks' head off. I got one good hit left. Exactly. They might have carried me on the stretcher. Somebody. Matter of fact, the way my back is, I may not get up. But if I see a Steeler and a 49er, I will hit somebody. This ain't got nothing to do with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. This has something to do with violence. Y'all understand me? Violence. I ain't got no problem with it. Listen, guys, that's it. Well, for real though, I wouldn't get on the field, man. No, sir. Look, I'm too old now. Look, you can play 45 at quarterback, but you can't play them physical positions. Shoot, man, you crazy all that doing. I got a 6-year-old son I got to see. Cal, look, you ain't paying me. Yeah. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know. I put the helmet back on. I would. I'm serious, y'all. It's just in me. It's in me. I'm rubbing my knees together now. I'm itching over here. I'm just thinking about it. Man, it's football time, man. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go, man. It's football time, y'all. Let's go. It's football time. We in training camp this week. It was next week. I'm sorry, this week. Let's go. It's time, y'all. Let's roll. All right, I'm done. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Got fired up over here. My God, I'm fired up. Okay. Whew. I ain't felt that in a while. Okay, listen. Again, you guys, if you like what I do, go to that right there. The Big Time Show 3 is supercast.tech. There, if you want to become a patron of the show or a premium member, you can type that in, go to that, make a decision. Help your boy out if you agree with what I'm saying or you like the show. You can do that if you're on Podbean. You can go to that button that says become a patron. Michael Evans, I see what you said. If I got one more here for $1 million, oh man, I'll be a millionaire, no doubt about it. It wouldn't even be a thought. Now my wife will be cussing, my wife will be upset and all that kind of stuff, and because she'll have to roll me around in a wheelchair, you know what I'm saying, and all that. I get that, but at least you do it. We'll be $1 million. You ain't gotta do it. I do it for free. I mean, look, I do it for free, y'all. I'm serious. I love football. I love it. Yeah. All right. My partner just said, people get vaccinated if you haven't. He said, let them know Lou is getting bad again. Y'all see the numbers. It's not a coincidence that the mask mandate was lifted. And once the mask mandate was lifted, guess what happened? The numbers shot back up. It's common sense. You gotta protect yourself, protect your family. I know some people have hang-ups about it, but the numbers are the numbers. People are getting sick. People are still dying. You can't make nobody do nothing, but it is what it is. You got to take care of yourself. Protect yourself. I've gotten both of my shots, and I still wear my mask because I don't know what folks done. Folks been kissing on each other and slobbing all side their mouth, and I don't know what you done. I don't know what you got. Folks sneeze. Our folks that sneeze and cough, I don't know what you done. Folks ain't washing their hands. Folks ain't sanitizing. First they want to do, hey, what's up, man? Man, don't put your hand on me. Hey, come hug me. Hey, get all close up on you. Breathe, slob, spitting when they talk. Spit go on the side of your neck. Let me stop before I start acting crazy. Y'all know what time it is. Put your mask on. I don't want y'all breathing in my face. It's bad enough you got bad breath. You ain't put no mouthwash in your mouth. Ain't brushed your teeth. Then you ain't took no shot. You breathing, and when you talking, slob and stuff coming all out your mouth. No. Get the stuff out, y'all. I don't know nothing about you. I don't know what you done had. I ain't took no shot. Why you took no shot? I don't want that stuff in my body. Okay, that's fine. Turn around and talk to me. Let your voice bounce off the wall, and I hear you, because I'll be close. Just don't talk in front of me. Do you like y'all looking at me now? Turn around. I'm gonna be talking to the back of your neck. Don't talk to me. I gotta protect myself. I got 6-year-olds. Exactly, Eddie. You got me started, so I'm gonna go on roll now for these last couple of minutes. I ain't got time for it. I know. No, don't do that. All right, I'm through. Hey, y'all comedian show for the day. I'm out. All right, I'm through. We'll see you on Tuesday. Next Saturday, y'all, I got a special that's coming. It's been confirmed. I got it booked. Get ready for it. If you're on my patron show, if you're on my Big Time Show patron page, I'm going to tell you about it in just a few minutes, actually. The rest of y'all going to find out probably Wednesday or Thursday. One of the two. But I'm going to tell my other people there so we can go on and get ready. It's going to be a special show on next Saturday at 3 o'clock. Get ready for it. Until then, I'll see you guys on next week. Y'all know what to do. You know what time it is. It's time to get out of here. But since we all here together, the least y'all can do is clap your hands. I'll see you on Tuesday at 7 o'clock here. Eddie Woods, get ready. Here we come. Eddie Woods, get ready. You available? Here I come. I'll see you Tuesday, 7 p.m. for the Big Time Show. Put your hands together.